Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rojan making a violin video for you today. Today we're going to be working on Ode to Joy, the same piece we're doing in orchestra, and we're going to work on measures 1 all the way to 17. Now if you were to just scan all of your notes between 1 and 17, you might realize they're all on one string. They're all on the G string, and so if you just take a look, you can find out the names of the first few notes. The first one is second finger on the G string, so that's a B. Then you go up one note to C, and then D. So we have 2 for B, 3 for C, 4 for D. Then when we have a 1 on the G string, it's an A, 1 on G, followed by an open G string. So if you want to try and write in any fingerings that you need, go ahead. Otherwise, skip writing them in and just try and go for it and play it. So I'm going to put the metronome on, and I'm going to play it for you. At this speed, and you can listen and follow along, and once you feel like you have the fingers, try and play it with me. So with the bow, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle, measure 5. Circle. Okay, so if you find measure 9 in a box, you'll see that that's still all on the G string, but we have the special technique of the slur. That happens in measure 10. We have an A on a down bow, and then the B and C. So if you want to practice that with me for a moment, why don't you play a second finger on the G string, 1 and 2 for B, put the bow at the tip, and we're going to go 2, 3. Want to do that with me? Ready? Go. 2, 3. Now the beginning of measure 10 is a first finger, 1, then 2, 3. Listen. That's measure 10. Want to play it with me? Here we go. Ready? Go. Now if the notes are giving you issues, please let me know and I'd be glad to go over them with you one-on-one. They're all below the staff. Those are some of the most tricky notes. But if you take a look, you can write them in. You can kind of see that I've written some of them in for you already. So if you find like a second finger on the G string, that's one note below the staff, below the C. Like this is a 1, that's a second finger. That's your B, B, C, D. Try and find those notes within the piece and write in the fingerings. And if you have issues with them, let me know. All right, now we're going to teleport to measure 19. So there's 17, 2 measures rest, and we're going to move on. We did this in orchestra where we have a low 2 on the A string. I'll play from measure 19 all the way to 27 for you. Listen up. 1, 2, measure 19, go. Circle. I'm curious as to if you find these notes easier to read because they're right in the staff, so you can use the trick of every good boy does fine, and face, F-A-C-E. Just remember that on the A string, a high 2 would be a C sharp, but we need a low 2 because we have C naturals. As a matter of fact, if I were to play it with C sharps, it wouldn't really sound so much like Ode to Joy. It's pretty cool, but it's not the same piece. So for your assignment, I'd like you to practice as best as you can all the way until measure 27. If you have any questions, please email me. I'd be glad to answer them. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful.